Hello everyone, and welcome to Hill Street. Today's story is The Rain is Driving Me Mad. If you end up enjoying this story, please leave a like. And if you enjoy hearing stories from me, please subscribe and become a resident of Hill Street and let me know how I'm doing in the comments. Now, let's get to this nightmare. 6 p.m. It's been raining so much lately. I used to love the rain. Not the feel of it or being outside, but sitting in a cozy room, hearing the rain tattoo the windows, creating a feeling of even greater comfort. I used to look forward to the winter, imagining those warm evenings with the heating on, sat on the rug, sipping hot chocolate while listening to the beat of the raindrops falling overhead. I don't feel that way anymore. I live alone now. My house is in the countryside, and I have no close neighbors. I haven't felt the sunlight in days. Instead of feeling cozy and comforted by being inside surrounded by rain, I now feel trapped and alone. I don't have a landline phone anymore, and my mobile signal is never good here. I rely on the internet for most of my human contact nowadays. I have closed the curtains, locked the door, and shut the windows. It is dark outside, and the light in here makes me feel exposed and vulnerable. I don't like the idea that someone can see me in here, but I can't see much of the outside. The drumming of the rain against the window is hurting my head. I wish it would stop. All I have now are the memories. My ex-husband and my daughter used to fill these rooms with laughter. He would blow raspberries, she would giggle, and they would roll around on the floor, tickling and snuggling. The widest of smile it gave me made my cheeks ache. I'm smiling now, just visualizing it. I'm also crying because I miss it so much. Writing is cathartic, but it still hurts. I think that's enough reminiscing for now. 8 p.m. Rain, rain, go away, come again another day. My daughter would love singing that, with the stilted pronunciation of a 3-year-old. Her cuteness was beyond adorable. Yes, rain, rain, go away, but please, never come back. I yearn to feel the sun on my face and go for a walk. I need to get out of this house. I don't even want to get in the car now. It feels even more claustrophobic, especially since the accident. Just thinking about it now makes me so angry. I told him time and time again to tighten the straps. I don't want to make her uncomfortable, he said. I bet it was uncomfortable cracking his face against the windscreen. I bet it was uncomfortable being whipped against the edges of her car seat. I bet the broken bones and the collapsed lungs were pretty uncomfortable. I miss them so much. I hate him and miss him, but I love her so much, and it hurts. If I believe in an afterlife, I'd join her right now, but I don't. I know that the moment her brain stopped functioning and they turned off the machines, that was the end of her existence. It felt like the end of mine, except it wasn't. My existence is even more apparent now. My daily struggle to make it to the end without breaking down has so far been unsuccessful. Maybe I should try to sleep again. 8:45 p.m. I can't sleep, so I'm back to pour out my thoughts. It's supposed to help, so they say. The heating is on. I have a hot cup of tea and a blanket wrapped around me, but I still feel cold. I can feel a slight breeze coming from somewhere, a frosty bite nipping at me. I've checked all the doors, windows and vents, but they're all closed. Maybe there's a hole somewhere that needs repairing, another job I'm incapable of doing. If I listen carefully, I'm sure I can hear a whistling sound, teasing me as to the source of the frigid air. 10 p.m. I doze off for a bit, but the nightmares came. Normally, they wouldn't be nightmares, but to me, they are torture. I could see her beautiful little face, framed by the sun, swinging backwards and forwards, being pushed by Daddy. A perfect picture of all the things I've lost. I can still hear the whistling, so I'm going to investigate. It's infuriating. The double-glazed windows are tightly closed, and all of the doors are locked shut. The heating is on, and the boiler is definitely working, but it feels freezing cold in here. If I listen really carefully, the whistling sounds like it's coming from outside, which makes sense as it's windy and raining, but that doesn't explain the breeze I can feel. I peel back the curtains and look at the scene outside. Past the raindrops into the darkness, I can see trees in the road. There doesn't seem to be any sign of life, no street lights, and no cars to prove that I'm not the only human alive. Of course, I know that's ridiculous. The internet shows a buzz of activity on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, all the cesspools of humanity, to rub my nose in the sad life I'm leading. There's a tapping now, and I think it's coming from the boiler. Please don't break down. I can't take the cold anymore. 10:30 p.m. It's definitely not the boiler. It's working fine, and there's no tapping. Everywhere I look, I can hear it, but it never gets closer. It starts to make me really angry. The faint whistling and the light tapping are like a percussion line from hell. I can see outside, and nothing is flapping around to make the noise. I thought I saw something, but it was just a reflection in the rain. Closing my eyes instead, and all I can see is her pretty face. She's blowing on my ear softly, giggling at my discomfort. When I open my eyes again, my vision is blurred from tears. If I squint a little, leaving the tears between my eyelids, everything is blurry, but I can make out the shape of her frame. 1 meter tall, blonde and thin. She is the most beautiful creature in the world. I open my eyes wide, letting the tears fall out, and she's gone. 11 p.m. I'm looking outside again, and I'm sure I saw them. I remember being at the hospital with them, and I'm sure they were gone, but no one ever proved it to me. I never saw his body after the accident, and the machines connected to my baby could have been wrong. Maybe, just a tiny chance, that they recovered, and they've come home to me. Maybe they were kept in recovery, and nobody got in touch. The NHS are so busy and running on empty, it's not impossible that no one called me. I don't have a landline. My mobile rarely works, and they never had my email. My address wasn't even up to date on my own records. Maybe there was an error somewhere. It's not impossible. I saw a car drive past not long ago, Cars hardly ever come this way unless they live in the area. I'm going to go and look. 11:25 p.m. I'm soaking wet from rain and tears, wrapped in a towel and freezing cold. I went out into the road, walked all around the grounds, and even shouted into the darkness. Nothing. Every time I saw a shape, I followed it around the corner, but it disappeared. I know what's happening now. I'm sure of it. I was wrong. There really is an afterlife. There must be. How else could they be trying to contact me? I can feel her close, her energy, her love. She's trying to communicate, but my skepticism was holding me back from hearing. I've been sat here, lights off, heating off, listening carefully with eyes closed. I can definitely make out the sound of her breathing. It's cold, of course. It's not likely to be warm breath from the other side. She's tapping to get my attention, the way she used to do with her knife and fork at dinner time. It used to be annoying, but now it's giving me hope. She wants me to hear her, and I'm trying so hard to listen. Midnight, yes, I'm so happy. It's her. She's here to see me. She's trying so hard to get through to me. I have opened my mind to receive her. When I listen carefully, I can hear her whispered voice. When I squint hard, I can see the shape of her. I just need to try harder to get her closer to me. It feels wonderful. I can't believe I was so narrow-minded before. How many days have I lost with her because of my stubbornness? I'm going to concentrate now. I need all lights, electricals, gas, all movements of any possible kind to stop so I can hear and see her more clearly. 12:50 a.m. The last time I saw her shape, she was in the front garden, near the car, so I'm going outside to find her. I'll sit there for as long as it takes until she can get to me properly. 3 a.m. I'm so disappointed in myself. I couldn't stand in the cold and rain any longer. I could not feel her or hear her while being soaked and deafened by the elements. I know what I have to do. If she can't come to me, then I'm going to go to her. I need to be the one to step into her world if she can't come back into mine. Writing my thoughts down has really helped clarify my mind. I thought I was going crazy at one point, but putting my thoughts into words has definitely helped me to understand what's happening. I hope this helps someone else to see the truth and not to be narrow-minded. Your loved ones are waiting for you, like mine are waiting for me. There's nothing here for me now. I need to touch her again. I can't wait to feel her hair, kiss her cheeks, see her smile. I'm so happy and excited to get there. I just need to find the right way to do it. I'm a bit worried about doing it wrong. Maybe I need to use the car the way she was taken. Where are my keys?